C. Okay, first item, beef shank. This is the hind shank. You have two different shanks that come off the carcass. You got fore shanks, you got hind shanks. The school does not use fore shanks. Hind shank is more desirable. Better cut, better piece of meat. The hind shank is a subprimal of the primal round. We told you we're going to talk about two primals today. First one we're going to talk about is the round. The round consists of 6 subprimals. You don't need a notebook, Stephanie? You don't need a notebook?
I do, but I'd rather watch it.
Okay. 6 subprimals. Top round, bottom round, eye round, knuckle, heel, shank. Top round, bottom round, eye round, knuckle, heel, shank. Those are the 6 subprimals that make up the primal round. This is your hind shank NAMP number 117. 117. You're going to have a series of NAMP numbers that you're going to need to know. This is one of them. NAMP number is a buying number. It's a buyer's guide number. In your NAMP books that you have in your kit, you'll see that every piece of meat is listed. They all have their own number. This is 117. Okay. The first thing that you're going to do is determine the small end of the bone versus the large end of the bone. The large end of the bone is going to be towards you. Small end of the bone away. The first cutting procedure that you're going to do is you're going to remove all the excess outside fat and skin that we don't need. Okay, you're going to start at the small end of the bone and take your knife and get underneath the skin. Hold on to the skin. This is our first of our pullover cuts. Okay, I'm pulling it over my knife and I'm sliding it back towards myself without cutting the red. One of the sayings that you're going to learn today and this week is red is bread. And what's bread? Money. Money. Okay? So if you cut into my bricks, you're cutting into my profits. You can't have that. All right? So you're going to get underneath all this unwanted fat, trying very hard not to cut any of the red. You see how
normal fat, right?
This is all, yes, normal fat, yes. I'm pulling the skin over, I'm holding it tight, and I'm pulling my knife through.
We want our knife angled a little bit.
Yes, you want your knife angled just upwards a little bit because we want to literally scrape the bottom of the skin versus if we go straight, we're liable to cut into the red. If you go down, you're definitely going to cut into the red. So we want to protect that, protect my bread. Okay? You're going to pile all your unwanted fat up over to the side, and you're just going to go around this whole thing. Don't be afraid. You can go both directions if you need to. Okay? But the key here is to get off the unwanted without taking off the red. Here I got to lift it up, get underneath it, pull it over my knife. So I got a little bit of an upward angle on my knife here. And an upward angle and then pull it through. Not yet, not yet. All I'm doing here is
In the butcher deal test, it talks about fat and everything. Do we have to record that amount of fat in it?
Here, not yet. You will. You will eventually, not today. Okay? Hands up to the table. If your hands are on my butcher block, that means you're not taking notes. See, all I'm doing is just taking off the skin. That's all I'm doing. See that bone? You need to have this bone facing up towards you. If you're not sure, you put your knife right on there, you'll see the bone. The bone is only exposed on one side. I turn it over this way. No good, no good, no good. Bone here. Okay?
Does it have to be a facing
because when we start the deboning procedure, we need to start in that one specific spot. And the only way we're going to get that is to have the bone up forces. All right? Okay. Now, once you've got a lot of this outside, you got all the loose grandma skin off, that's gone. Now I want you to go back and start to take off the silver skin. You're going to get underneath the silver skin. Watch. Underneath the silver skin. Get it started. Pull it over your knife and pull back. I want you to take a lot of this outside silver skin off. As we're working today, Kevin and I will both be walking around watching you. If he shows you that you're doing something wrong, then you must be doing something wrong. Okay? Don't say, Chef told me to do it this way. He tells you. Whatever he tells you is fine with me. All I'm doing is taking off this unwanted silver skin. Mm-hmm. You need one? I was going to give it to you cheap. Oh, you pay a lot of money for that at the doctor's office. Okay. Any more heavy fat down here? Let's get rid of it. Same thing over here. Just to recap a little bit. Narrow end, wide end. Narrow end away from you. Wide end closest to you. Start by taking off all that heavy, excess, unwanted skin. I call it grandma skin off the outside. Okay? It's your grandmother's scrappy arms. Okay? Same thing, right? It's mine. That was a joke. There you go. All right, so then you're just going to get it all nice and clean down. You're not going to get this 100% denuded. It's not designed to do that. All right, just going to get a lot of the heavy silver skin off. We will come around and watch you, and we'll tell you when to stop. Okay, you got it?
Yes.
Let's go. Make it happen.